Every dream reaches a moment where
Episode
giving
2.
up feels easier
The
than moving
system
forward.
chooses its host. Every dream reaches a moment where giving up feels easier than moving forward. Most people believe that's where the story ends.
Smithson,
They never discover it might be
that
where the
moment had
real
already
journey
arrived.
begins. The rain had returned to Rockcliffe Park. Alone beneath the dark sky, William Smithson stood exactly where his life had fallen apart. Yet something impossible
move.
was waiting for him.
not because he was afraid.
He couldn't take his eyes off the
but
strange
because
blue
nothing
light.
about this could
Every
possibly be
instinct
real.
told him to run, but something deeper urged him to stay. The mysterious sphere grew
The strange
brighter
light
with
wasn't
every
fading.
passing
It
second.
was growing stronger.
It wasn't fading into the
almost as
darkness,
if it had finally found
it
what
was
it was
awakening,
searching for.
as though it had finally found the person it had been searching for. Each pulse of blue
Every
light
pulse
echoed
carried an
through the
invisible
silent
signal.
field. William
somehow,
couldn't explain it,
William,
but with every
was
heartbeat of the glowing sphere, he felt more connected to it. A thin beam of light swept across his body from
beam of
head to
light
toe.
swept across him.
It wasn't threatening
Not as a
him.
weapon,
It wasn't
but as
judging
if it were
him.
quietly reading
It
the
was
story of his
quietly
life.
learning everything there was to know. Strange symbols appeared within the glowing sphere. They meant nothing to William, yet somehow they felt oddly familiar,
Yet somehow,
as though they
felt
belonged
strangely
to a
familiar.
language he had forgotten. The sphere began to transform. One panel became many. Lines of light connected them together until the glowing object resembled a
changing.
living machine
It
built
was
from
becoming
pure
something
energy.
far more intelligent.
The transparent panels reflected in William's eyes. For the first time that night, he no longer felt completely
For the
alone.
first time that night,
Something was looking back at
William
him.
no longer felt alone.
The interface finally stabilized. One message appeared across the glowing display. System initializing. Whatever had awakened before him
Whatever this
was only
mysterious
getting
presence
started.
was, it had finally
The
awakened.
silence gave way to movement. Streams of light flowed across the floating panels as the mysterious system awakened. Whatever stood before William
Whatever
was
had
no
awakened
illusion.
was beginning to
It was coming
understand
to
its own
life.
purpose. It wasn't
Blue
looking at his
light
clothes
swept over him once,
or his face.
then again.
It was looking
It
beneath
wasn't
them,
searching
measuring
for
beneath them,
weapons or danger.
measuring every
It was
part of
reading something far more important. The person standing before it. Training before sunrise. Empty pitches
Training
after
before
sunset.
sunrise.
Every
Empty
lonely
pitches
session.
after sunset.
Every
Every
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Every
Every
disappointment.
disappointment.
Somehow, the
Nothing
system
had
could
escaped
see
its
the journey
attention.
that had shaped him. Symbols shifted and rearranged themselves faster than his eyes could follow. Piece by piece, an identity was taking shape
Piece by
inside the
piece,
glowing
a
display.
profile was taking shape.
Then everything stopped. One simple message appeared. Identity verified. There was no doubt anymore. The
Whatever this
system knew
was,
exactly who
it knew
William
exactly
was.
who stood before it.
His name appeared in brilliant blue light. William Smithson. No keyboard. No voice command.
His name appeared,
Somehow, this
not typed
impossible
by human
machine
hands.
already knew him.
but written by something beyond his understanding.
17 years old. Such a simple number.
17
Yet it
years
carried
old,
years of
a
sacrifice,
single number,
relentless
carrying
training,
every sacrifice
and dreams that now seemed ready
and
to
every
slip away.
unanswered question.
The system recognized him as a football academy scholar, a place he had
system knew where
dedicated
he
his
belonged,
life to,
but it
and a
also
place
knew
he feared he was about
that
to
place
lose
might soon
forever.
be taken away.
Attacking midfielder, more than a position on the pitch.
It didn't describe
It
him
was
by
the
his
role
name
he had
alone.
spent years trying to master.
It
Every
described
pass,
the
every
player he
run,
had spent
every
years
chance,
trying to become.
leading to this moment.
Then everything stopped again, as if the system had reached
Then the
one
display
answer that mattered
paused,
most.
as though it had
and was
reached the
deciding
most
whether to
important
reveal it.
question of all, and was deciding whether William was ready to hear the answer. The waiting was over. After scanning every detail of his life, the system made its decision. William Smithson had been chosen. For years, William had searched for someone to believe in him. Tonight, something beyond his understanding welcomed him without hesitation. Cautiously, he reached toward the glowing interface. His hand passed through the light, but instead of fading away, the system responded.
It answered.
Blue energy flowed between William and the hologram. It wasn't simply reacting to his touch anymore. The connection had begun.
Something connected.
The light reflected in his eyes. Every pulse brought the system closer, not just to his body, but to his mind. Whatever this was, it was no longer observing from a distance.
Access granted. The system opened itself.
Hidden panels unfolded one after another, revealing a world of information beyond anything William had ever imagined. The system was opening itself to its new host. Countless streams of data raced across the display. Answers were waiting just beyond the final layer, hidden behind the system's careful process. One title appeared at the center of the screen. Player profile. Years of effort, years of hope were about to be measured with complete honesty. The scanning circles moved around him once more. This time there would be no opinions, no excuses, only the truth. William held his breath. Somewhere inside the glowing interface, his entire football career was being transformed into numbers. Years of training, endless mornings, countless setbacks. Everything he had worked for was now being analyzed in a matter of seconds. The final percentage climbed higher and higher. Whatever appeared next would change the way William saw himself forever.
Would define everything.
The loading stopped. A brilliant flash illuminated the empty pitch, and the system finished its evaluation. The screen fell completely still. No numbers, no answers, just William's reflection staring back at him, waiting for the system's final judgment. One number appeared in the darkness. 54. Nothing more, just a single number, carrying the weight of every dream he had ever chased. William stared at the glowing digits. He didn't understand what they meant, but deep inside he could already feel that they mattered.
Didn't know what it meant.
Then the words appeared beneath the number. Current rating. There was no hiding from it now. This was the system's judgment. It wasn't cruel. It wasn't emotional. It was simply honest. For the first time in his life, William wasn't looking at someone else's opinion. He was looking at the truth. He closed his eyes and took a slow breath. Running from reality had never made anyone stronger. Whatever happened next, he would face it. The rating slowly faded away. Another analysis was waiting just beyond the screen, and with it, answers that could change William's future forever. William's journey has only just begun. The truth behind Rating 54 will be revealed in Episode 3.